I send my love to my sister flying high in the sky. The triggers took her from me and I don't know why. Never forget the day the trip on my side. I swear that when you left, I saw the whole city cry. The first song that I ever recorded, I showed it to her and I played it for her. She was like, yo, this is you gotta keep going, you gotta keep going. And I find it crazy that I made this song that was dedicated to her, which is kind of whoa, I showed you my first song. I never thought that I would be in a position to where I'm making a song about something tragic that happened to you. My sister's name was Sierra Jenkins, is Sierra Jenkins. One thing about Cece that stuck with me was, and I would come home from school and she would be there, just on her computer, typing away, just focused. I've never seen somebody just so focused. And the very thing that she was, fighting to bring about change with her work as a journalist was the very thing that took her life, which was kind of crazy. She had a friend in town visiting her. They went out to Chicho's. Something popped off as they were leaving, and she just kind of got caught in the crossfire. It's crazy because that night, they were calling her phone because they wanted her to cover this shooting, and then they found out that she was actually involved in the shooting. She was definitely somebody who wanted to make a difference. She never thought about whether or not she was making an impact. It was never, oh, what if I'm not making an impact? What if I'm not doing enough? She never thought about it, she just did it. And this area is what she really wanted to cover because it's getting bad out here. I do, we could go over there. We could go over there.
We got you either way.
I still remember that night, it's 3 a.m. and I'm in my bedroom. For some reason, I just couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. And then as I was finally drifting off to sleep, my mom came in my room. She's like, Quinay, Cece got shot. And I'm like, what? I'm trying to prop myself up to see what she just said to me. She was like, Cece got shot and she's in the hospital and she didn't make it. And I was just like, what? I didn't even know how to process what I just heard. Those were her last moments. Her last moments were spent here.
I'm so proud of you. I feel that's a huge step in that process of grieving, and just so proud of you.
Sierra is more on the front lines. She was there at the protests type thing. She's there with the signs. She's there yelling out. With me, it's more of I'm in the background type thing, but I'm just taking a different approach with my art. She would definitely be supportive and she would encourage it. My first ever professional recording experience, it's unreal. I don't even know how to describe how I feel. At first, I was definitely really nervous. I'm not used to this, but then I loosened up and once I was all loose and I was okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. I didn't want to leave that booth, if we're being honest. I like being in there, I like recording, and even just being in the space, I like looking at all the different equipment and all that stuff. It really encouraged me to keep going with my art.
As I sit in silence, soon to be broken by sirens. In the streets gun violence, in these streets get violent. Stand behind the yellow tape. When you walk up on a crime scene, stand behind the yellow tape. Body laid up on a concrete. You can find the truth under the white sheets. I tell you that the truth is gonna be ugly. I send my love to the parents, mourn the loss of a child. I send my love to the youth, pray for the children and child. Have you seen these school shootings, man, they really get wild. So many people won't recover, it's gonna hurt for a while. Oh, don't let us go. Don't leave us alone. In this place we go home. It's just oh, don't you let us go. Don't you leave us alone. In this place we go home.
Came out of my comfort zone a lot tonight. and it felt good.
Yeah, you did come out of your comfort zone, but then you landed in a new comfort zone.
I know.
Which is even crazier.
The story with my song it's about gun violence and how gun violence is an issue in America, but I feel like it's obvious that it affects a certain group of people more than another. Gun violence is important to me not only because I lost somebody really close, but it's like kind of consuming everything around me, and I feel like it's being pushed like out of our thoughts. So it's just becoming normalized in a way. Like all it takes is one good story and it resonates with you for you to be like, hey, like I feel this, like I want to do something about it type thing. I think it's gonna have to come down to like the gun laws because people are allowed to bear arms. I just believe that there's no reason anybody should have military grade weapons. Like it's not necessary. But I don't know, it's a big controversy about, oh, like we need to feel safe, we need to feel protected. But it's like, why do we feel the need to have to carry a gun to feel protected? Meeting Mel and Dari, I don't know, I feel like after talking to them for so long and like, you know, they know the most vulnerable parts of me, my sister and my music, and you know, they know the artist version of me, which is the most vulnerable version of me. We're finally here. They're in Virginia, like it's insane. Still kind of trying to wrap my head around that. But I did really enjoy myself and I'm glad that I did get to have this experience with them. I definitely want to learn more about my community and just my area in general because I feel like that information is important in order to make change. So I think that's kind of what I'm gonna do from here on out, and then begin to like get more involved, make some noise within the community because I feel like there's a lot of people who want to like get involved and like speak about the issues that we face, but sometimes they just need somebody else to like get everything started.